quite surprised and pleased at the same time to see the level of interest. So let me go ahead and introduce what this program looks like. We have a number of topics that we're interested in covering within this program, and further along you'll get to actually see the actual topics that we're going to have presentations on. But essentially, in a nutshell, we're trying to cover the history and the contemporary issues that do face the college today. We want to cover the institutional goals, dynamics, and culture. We want people to understand what we look like, what are those issues out there, and understanding the culture as well so that they can successfully navigate the college in their everyday work life. At the same time, we recognize that we've had issues with decision-making processes. What do those look like? How do we accomplish our goals? Where do we go to have decisions made, et cetera? So there's a whole presentation focused on that. Overall, obviously, we're looking at ensuring that our participants are well-versed on student success initiative. And so there's not only a presentation focused on that, but I think throughout the program, we're going to be seeing those issues surface every step of the way. In resource management, we're going to be covering issues such as finance and human resources. How do you manage those effectively? At the same time, we have a broad, not only a broad approach at communication strategies as it relates to the institution as a whole, and how do we as an institution move forward to ensure that we are communicating effectively, but at the same time, we're going to ensure that participants are giving, if you will, training on how to personally communicate in better ways. And of course, the end goal is to ensure that we're building teams here and that we are effectively collaborating every step of the way so that people in the end feel that they're included, they're engaged, and that they understand what we're doing here as a college. So folks might ask who should participate, and we've covered these questions with our staff out there. Certainly the program is open to everyone. It's open to faculty, classified staff, and management team members, and with a focus on who are those who want to increase their institutional knowledge and professional skills, if they want to be contributors to the success of our students, and also if they see themselves seeking personal and professional career growth, because we certainly believe that if you attend this program, that all of that is going to happen. And the program is designed to ensure that it does happen. What are the objectives of the program? Well, our interest is to ensure that our staff begin to think beyond their own areas, that they work as a team to foster strong relationships, and that they will advance our institutional goals by increasing their own knowledge of the institution and at the same time develop an integrated view of the college. How will we do this? Well, we'll be obviously enhancing communication skills and ensuring that through the program we have a model that provides for inclusiveness. And again, through this program we are helping or wanting to support effective team building skills so that when they go back to their own operations, the model that we presented them will be carried back to their own operations and the team building will continue. So let me give you an overview of the actual sessions as we begin in August 14th. This is a semester-long program with a follow-up group project in spring semester. So we start off in the fall on August 14th. It is an 11-week, 13-session term. So we're going to be working hard and furious during fall semester. We're going to start the program off at UCLA at the Sunset Village Conference Center. They have some wonderful facilities for this type of activity. So on Friday, August 14th, we're going to be covering topics such as the past, present, and future, but we're also going to be providing individuals or our participants with an orientation of the program so that they have an overall perspective of what the program structure looks like and what our expectations of them are for the full program. And then on Saturday, August 15th, we're going to engage in some work related to what is called the Berkman Self-Assessment. That's a self-assessment that's going to identify their strengths and weaknesses. So we're going to do some personal work on that particular day. And on Sunday, we're going to finish it off with understanding what our mission-critical data looks like, particularly as it relates to students. Following that 2.5-day orientation at UCLA, we're going to come back to the campus here at Long Beach City College, and you can see that we have 10 different sessions that we're going to be covering. I won't cover the topics because you can see them there. We have them scheduled for Fridays for the most part. They are Friday during the day. We have a few that are Thursday evenings, so we will have a variety of day and evening courses, if you will, and we will finish it up with a graduation dinner celebration on December 3rd. And so, like I said, following this semester-long program, we will follow it up with a group project. So the group is not completely done on or at the end of fall semester. They are going to continue with a group project within a certain cohort that has been approved through mentors who will mentor them through the group project. And that group project is expected to be something that they will bring back to the college that will benefit the college. And so this is to help them understand how you bring something from idea to fruition here at the college. So, of course, if anybody's here, we've handed out brochures in the back, and I hope you picked one up. But if individuals are asking, why should I participate, we anticipate that this is going to be an environment rich to build relationships with your colleagues, to foster collaborative opportunities with your colleagues across the different departments. So you're going to get to know multiple people across different operational areas, which is what we're looking to do. And then, of course, we have a sincere interest that we are helping the individual to grow not only personally but professionally. And of course, we want to inspire people out of this program to want to do great things. At the end of the program, they will receive a certificate of completion, and there is an application process. So for those who are interested, we are asking them to complete the application and email it to my assistant, Karen Harada. There is a deadline of May 8th at 4 p.m., and then we will be notifying individuals by May 29th as to who's been selected. At this point, we're anticipating enrolling 30 participants. We want to divide them equally between classified management and faculty so that we have a diverse group of individuals who can learn from each other. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to my colleagues who, as I said, have been real partners in helping to design this program. We obviously have a lot more work ahead of us as we continue to build the curriculum and work with our presenters and so forth. But it's an exciting program, and we're all excited to be involved in it, and not only from our perspective, but I think that our presenters are equally excited to be presenting to our participants as well. Karen and Pop.
You want this? And President Oakley, President Kellogg, Board of Trustees. As the union president over the last few years, I've been hearing a lot of concerns and issues as far as like backward upward mobility of classified employees. And now the district has finally heard us. And I want to give a special thanks to Trustee Otto, because I know this is close and dear to you as far as like this program, as far as getting communication and a collective agreement as far as with management, with faculty, and for classified as far as to get together for growth and enhancement. This gives the three groups an opportunity to be together, to work together, to communicate and share thoughts and ideas and goals as far as for individual growth, and also to enhance as far as the experience as far as like at Long Beach City College. It gives the classified employees, it takes that glass ceiling away that's been there for forever. Now it gives them the opportunity to turn around to establish a mentor. They're going to go away for 2.5 days, like Rose said earlier, as far as to Westwood, as far as and develop a team with other members, not just classified, not just faculty, but also with management. So the three people can sit, the three groups can get together, sit, and you know, if you spend a whole weekend or 2.5 days with somebody, you get a lot more information instead of going to a session where you go home. The great thing about this is that the classified aspect, those that are chosen, I don't think Rose got into the numbers, but it's going to be between like 30 individuals chosen to attend this academy. So basically we'll get 10 individual representatives from each group. The one great thing from the classified perspective on this is that we will be allowed to flex our schedule. I've been guaranteed by the district that we won't have interference from managers and supervisors to allow the classified employees to participate, because in the past, there has been some resistance in allowing us to participate in different activities regarding the college. They've been guaranteed that whatever schedule they want to adjust or flex, if they want to come in late in the afternoon or early in the morning and leave in the afternoon in order to attend these other sessions, that's going to be held at the college in the evening time, some of them from 5 to 9, some of them from 6 to 10, that they will be allowed to do that without hesitation from the district, or the supervisors will have no interference in that, which is a great move as far as from the district, and I want to thank the district as far as for making this happen. We have a lot of people that's enthused about it, like Rose said earlier in our last meeting. We had a large group, and when we asked as far as who wanted to participate, everybody wanted to do it. From my perspective, attending these luncheons and these meetings that we had, it was great to see classified and people that were taking their time to sit, to get the information, and also be enthusiastic about participating in this program. We have one more meeting, which is going to be held at PCC on Thursday of this week, and we'll get the last meeting as far as get more input as far as from those people wanting to be involved in this program. I talked as far as like to the classified people to let them know that it isn't a recess, or it's not a holiday where you're going to have 2.5 days where you go down to Westwood and have parties. They're going to walk down the hill, have a nice time, and then go back to work. So I said, you remember, if you go to Westwood, everything is downhill going down while you have the party, then you have to hike back uphill. So it's not a fun and games thing. One of the big things that we also said that they're going to have dorms, and one of the things that people were worried about is like, I'm going to have to share a room. So Rose assured everybody that you would have your own separate rooms when you turn around and went away for the 2.5 days, because probably the worst part of that weekend would be like, okay, now we're done. We're going back to the room now. Everybody's looking around. Well, who's going to get undressed first, right? I think I'm staying up all night, right? Happy hour continues. So I just want to say thanks to the district, the president, and like I said, Otto, shout out to you as far as like for spearheading this and then making this happen for everybody. And I want to say, especially speaking on, which I always do, on the classified perspective and the classified agenda. Thank you.
How fortunate are we to work at a college that endorses a program like this? So I want to thank Doug Otto and the board. You made this a board goal, essentially, that we could evolve a program from your board goal, and I want to thank President Oakley. And I especially want to thank Vice President Delgadio, because there's a tremendous amount of work to get us to this point. She mentioned that we have a steering committee, and there's a few of you still in the room. Our steering committee has been Cindy Hanks, Karen Rothstein, Lillian Justice, Susan Trask, Thomas Hamilton, Corinne Magdaleno, Berlin Cobian, Jerry Florence, and they've all given valuable input into this. And I'd like to say that, to echo what my colleagues have said, the interest in this program is overwhelming, and sometimes we think we're devising something, is this really something people want? Overwhelmingly, people are thanking us, calling us and saying they've been waiting for something like this for a long time. In an era of high tech, people are longing for high touch, and so this program is going to do that, and it's only going to benefit the college and benefit the people that attend, and then it will pay it forward in terms of a project for the college. So thank you very much for the opportunity to be able to participate. It's a privilege.
Do we have any questions?
Questions, members of the board at this time?
Comment.
Comments, questions? Chair recognizes Trustee Zia.
I have a comment that if you do go to Westwood, you might want to visit the Persian markets. We call it Little Tehran, so might be a little bit of a culture shock if you haven't been there already. That's all. And
We'll
good
keep
luck.
that in
This
mind.
is great. I'll give you some tips.
Other members? Chair recognizes Trustee Otto.
A long time coming, but worth the wait. And I had lunch with Jerry Florence today, and she said that she's gone to these meetings, and the energy, the enthusiasm is unbelievable all across the campus. And what I like to think about is not this cohort of 30, but when this cohort of 30 is done, there'll be another cohort of 30. And it won't be long before this culture change opportunity will just permeate the campus. So,
If I could just respond, Trustee Otto, the one thing I think we've all learned in listening to the employees at these information sessions is that they all want to collaborate and connect. And this program allows them to connect. And so, as Karen said, they all want the human touch. And when you bring 30 people together who get to spend time together with each other, that's very powerful. And there's a lot of great synergy that comes out of that. And so I think we're just going to begin to see the fruits of our labor, and it will multiply as we move on.
they say that in politics, change is slow, that in education, change is glacial. But I'm just so pleased to see that this part of the goal that we established way back in October is coming together, as well as other things. So it's nice to see good positive change. Thanks.
Chair recognizes Trustee Baxter.
Yes, hi. I just wanted to note that Karen and Rose came to the foundation with this proposal for $1,000, and I took it to the Foundation Grants Committee, and they are pledging $10,000 toward the LEAD Academy.
Thank you.
I think just from a collegial, like everybody else said, from a collegial point of view, it's tremendous. It's helping across the board. That's very, very important, and so.
And it'll
very
just make the program that much better. Thank you, Trustee Baxter.
We added this.
Other members? Trustee Archuleta?
Opportunity for everyone. I think this is excellent. And I think this is one of the tangible activities that can help to break down that communication problem, the morale, improve morale. So I hope we replicate it year after year. I know that everything depends on cost, but I think if we can prioritize and replicate this, because this is the good way of, helping staff, faculty, management to come together and work together as one team. But I also am hopeful that you will have a evaluation for this program so that we can also learn from that as well, just to bring that information back.
Yes,
Okay, thank you.
good point.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And again, I was mentioning to Trustee Otto, this was you mentioned with our board goals. Board goals as we develop every July, I believe. So this board will have an opportunity to start to develop their personal board goals. And this was one that we all hope has results. I did ask what role, if any, would the board be involved, because it is real exciting to see what's going on. And also, it's nice because these are the type of programs, my involvement with the statewide organization of Community College League of California, these are the type of programs we like to take and show other colleges, because it is unique in many ways to this college. And we always go there trying to find other good ideas, but it's always a pleasure to have ideas like this come from Long Beach City College, and look forward to how this moves forward, and any way that I can help be involved or even observe. I'd be appreciative, because I'm very optimistic about what the results are going to be. So good job, everyone.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you.
I think it's the dorm food you need to be concerned about.
All right, that is the end of the presentation component. We're now at the consent calendar, and I will ask again, but I heard no one, so any item need to be removed from the consent calendar, considered separately by a member of the board. So request, I heard none, and I don't believe I've heard any at this time. So I will entertain a motion to approve the consent calendar
moved.
items. A motion by Trustee Zia,
Second.
second by Trustee Otto. Madam Secretary, if you could please call the roll on approval of the consent
We're in a fight
calendar.
here.
Or did I still go too fast?
Don't we have some technology program that we can get this
We're ahead of
computer to
technology.
work a little faster? Can our president do this for us? I don't know.
safeguardness, we did make a change because our anticipation was when we pull items, that usually causes some changes. So what do? We are ready for those to take place, and we approve the whole consent calendar. So our board secretary was anticipating some items to be pulled.
I think if you look under Jackie's seat, there's a couple little mice on wheels that are going around that are trying to make this.
Motion by trustee Zia, second by trustee Otto to approve the consent calendar items 4.2 at all.
Call the roll.
Yes, please.
Irma Archuleta.
Aye.
Virginia Baxter.
Aye.
Jeff Kellogg.
Aye.
Doug Otto.
Aye.
Sunny Zia.
Aye.
Consent calendar items approved. We're now at item 5, Academic Senate. Items 5.1, 5.2, 5.3, and 5.4 we'll take each separately, but so for the public, these have all been through the planning process within the college, and unless some members would like, as each item comes forward, we can have some comments, or if Superintendent President Oakley, you believe that some these items should be explained in more detail as we come forward, please just stop me and we will. But at this time, I'll entertain a motion for item 5.1, awarding of dual associate degrees. Entertain a motion to
So
approve,
moved.
please. Motion by trustee Zia.
Second.
Second by trustee Baxter. Any questions, comments, members of the board at this time? Seeing none, Madam Secretary, please call the roll on item 5.1, awarding dual associate degrees.
Irma Archuleta.
Aye.
Virginia Baxter.
Aye.
Jeff Kellogg.
Aye.
Doug Otto.
Aye.
Sunny Zia.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item 5.2, rules for, is this one for general education pattern plan A? Again, it's gone through all the process and procedures committees, but unless there's some comments or more explanation, I'll entertain a motion to approve this item.
So moved.
Motion by trustee Zia,
Second.
second by trustee Archuleta. On 5.2, Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
One moment. Okay. Irma Archuleta.
Aye.
Virginia Baxter.
Aye.
Jeff Kellogg.
Aye.
Doug Otto.
Aye.
And Sunny Zia.
Aye.
5.2 carries. 5.3, change the AA and AS degree resident requirements. Again, has gone through the process procedures within the college. Entertain a motion to approve item 5.3.
So moved.
Motion by trustee Zia,
Second.
second by
So
trustee
which
Baxter.
one is this?
5.3.
Yeah, but, I mean, what's the title of it?
It is the change the associate, the AA and AS degree residency requirements.
Okay, okay, could I ask for just, this is a little bit of inside baseball.
Okay.
And so could, for the benefit of our audience, we explain this real quickly?
Sure. Motion, there is a motion and a second on the floor, so we now open to this discussion. Chair recognizes
I'd
trustee
be
Otto.
happy to turn this over to Vice President Long to give us a little bit of insight.
Vice President Long?
I, in turn, will turn this over to our Academic Senate President, Karen Kane.
And I, in turn, no.
I jumped over it and you ate it.
Item 5.1, 5.2, and 5.3 are to streamline the process towards student success and completion. And in the past, students had to complete a certain number of units to have what we would call residency. So I'm going to read, and you can ask questions from that because it is kind of a baseball statistic kind of a deal. The proposed change removes the requirement that students must complete in residence at Long Beach City College either one, a minimum of 20 units within the last 30 units of work applied, or two, at least 50% of the units required for the degree. And we're changing it to award students an associate degree, at least 12 units, 12 semester units must be completed in residence. So it clearly makes the path easier for students to get their degree at Long Beach City College.
And the reason I thought it was important to know this is because it is a student success move.
Yes.
It allows people to complete when there are very different circumstances. You go to Golden West and take some classes because you happen to have a job close by there, and all of a sudden you bump up against that requirement that you have 20 units out of the last 30, and it just seems unnecessary. But at the same time, you've got to have some standard. You don't want somebody to come here, take one class, and be able to say, I got a degree or a certificate at Long Beach City College. So there's a reason, but we're making it easier.
Yes, and so I want to compliment the numerous faculty that are involved in what President Kellogg said, all of the process. We have a Policy and Standards Committee that proposed this, and it went to the Curriculum Committee, and then it comes now to the board. So a lot of work has been done, and a lot of talk to figure out how to streamline the process.
Very good. Other questions, members of the board at this time? Hearing none. Madam Secretary, please call the roll on item 5.3.
Irma Archuleta.
Aye.
Virginia Baxter.
Aye.
Jeff Kellogg.
Aye.
Doug Otto.
Aye.
And Sunny Zia.
Aye.
5.3 carries. Item 5.4, the last of the Academic Senate items, new and modified change degrees and certificates. I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Trustee Otto, second by Trustee Zia. Questions, comments, members of the board at this time? Yeah, I don't know. Questions, members of the board at this time? None? Madam Secretary, please call the roll on item 5.4.
Irma Archuleta.
Aye.
Virginia Baxter.
Aye.
Jeff Kellogg.
Aye.
Doug Otto. And Sunny Zia.
Aye.
5.4 carries. We're now to Human Resources. Item 6.1, approval of CHI salary increase, adjunct faculty increases. Let me ask for an approval of the motion first.
So moved.
Motion by Trustee
Second.
Otto, second by Trustee, everybody. Trustee Baxter on the approval of item 6.1. Questions, comments, members of the board at this time? Do we need a report on this?
No,
Anyone?
just delighted to do this.
Great. No questions, comments at this time. Madam Secretary, please call the roll on the approval of the salary increase.
Irma Archuleta.
Aye.
Virginia Baxter.
Aye.
Jeff Kellogg.
Aye.
Doug Otto.
Aye.
Sunny Zia.
Aye.
6.1 carries. Item 6.2. This is the LBCC initial bargaining proposal to district. Could I entertain a motion to approve this item?
So moved.
It's
Informational?
This is information
Yeah, that's why.
only.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was stopping myself. This is to for people who've made the first item. 6.1 is essentially saying that I'm going to generally make this statement. I think that it's correct. 6.1 was we have now completed our negotiations with our adjunct faculty. It has now been completed by the vote. Item 6.2 and 6.3 now opens up our negotiations with adjunct faculty. So I hope everyone appreciated that
We just finished it.
time of labor rest, and but this is how it works. So item 6.2, and do I just mention 6.3 as well, just so we can?
You can do that since they're both informational items.
And the other item is for initial proposal for this item. So 6.2, 6.3, and we will have at our next meeting. There'll be more of an action item, I'm assuming. So these are both for our negotiations, reopeners with our adjunct faculty members. And that's both items are informational. So we'll now move forward to reports. And good job, by the way, everyone, on 6.1 on the negotiation items. Report 7.1, Academic Senate President, report please.
No report.
Thank you. 7.2, Superintendent President.
Thank you, Board President Kellogg. I just have a few items to report on. First of all, I also want to thank Karen Roberts, the president of the CHI bargaining unit. I'm glad that we were able to resolve the current issue, and look forward to working with part-time faculty going forward with the reopeners. Earlier today, we announced that we're moving forward to hire 27 new faculty and to bring back positions that were previously laid off in the classified ranks from 10 months to either 11 or 12 months. And I just want to thank all of the faculty and staff, the management team who have worked to put this planning together to ensure that A, we hire back the right positions and that we hire the right positions to support our student learning, and also for helping work this through the planning process. I know sometimes it takes a while, and I know certainly from the classified staff, they've repeatedly mentioned that this is something that's very important to them. But as it usually works in our system, it takes time for that planning process to come to fruition. So I want to thank everybody that was involved in making this recommendation, and I was pleased to fully support the recommendation and move us forward.